Hello everyone, YouTubers, fellow crafters. It's me, Angie, coming on to do part 2 of my 100 subscriber journal giveaway. Where we left off today, I told you I'll be trying to do a lot of the prepping off camera, but anything that I do, I will walk you through what I have done. So where we stopped was we just talked about the giveaway itself, and that is still continuing once I get to 100 subscribers. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel and leave a comment using the word journal below, okay, below the video, and you will be automatically entered to win this journal once we get it done. It's going to be a soft cover 2 signature journal, and that's enough said. We are going to continue on, and where we left off was we just discussed what fabric we were going to use. So here's the fabric that we used. I just cut it to size. Lined it with a piece of brown felt, which I think looks really nice. Sewed zigzag stitch all the way around the edges, and there we go. And it's going to be 6 by 9, I think if I said. Yep, 9. Yep, 6 by 9 soft cover journal. So that is really pretty with 2 exterior pockets. Hold some nice things in there. Okay, well, so what I thought we would get done today is I've prepared the signatures. I've chose the papers that I'm going to use, and I usually go to about 10 or 12 pages per signature. So we'll go over that in a moment because I want to get started on one of the pieces in there before I actually bind it. I think it'll be easier. So we'll discuss that in a moment. Let me put that off to the side. I thought we would at least get the front cover and the tie in place. Okay, so what I've chosen for that is I have some book corners. So I thought I would reinforce those with that. And I have chosen, I have chosen and decided that this is going to be a bee journal, bee themed journal. I was going through a lot of my ephemera and digitals and stuff, and I was like, I haven't used any of those in a really long time, and the colors just kind of blended, so I decided to go with that. So that's what we're going to do. And to start, I have chosen this ephemera piece right here to put on the front cover, and it was just printed on regular copy paper, but I don't know if you can see that. I backed it with just some brown cardstock 6 times, okay, just to give it some thickness, and it's a nice sturdy piece now. And I just wanted it to stand out on the front of the journal like so. Okay, so that's where that's going to go. And I thought I would also put some of the bookends with that. So that's mainly why I put so many, backed it so many times and gave it some really good thickness, so it would fit snugly in those, the book corners, these metal book corners. Okay, so we're going to put 4 on the ends of the soft cover binder, and as well as a couple on here. Okay, now I'm going to use E6000 for this, and I haven't used this in quite some time, so I may have a little challenge with that, but we will see. Pull away all this dried glue. So how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's well. I'm doing well. Excited to do this journal with you guys. I love making journals, and this is really on there good. So yeah, I was kind of going back. First I was thinking about making it more like an eclectic style journal, but those bee ephemera pieces were just really talking to me, so I was like, you know what, that's what we are going to do. Okay, I think that's open enough, and we just need a little bit. As a matter of fact, I'm going to use my little pokey tool. We just need a little bit on the inside. As you can see, I'm just putting a little bit. I'm just going to stick it in there so it will help hold the bookend in place. We're going to secure it, but you know, we don't want it going anywhere over the course of time, so unless whoever receives this seriously wants these things removed. This might be a little challenge for them. Okay, so we got some glue in there, and we're just gonna put it in place. And grab my hammer. Excuse me. And we're just going to give it a little tap. Turn it over. And we're going to give it a little tap. And there we go. Once that dries, that baby is not going anywhere. Okay? So let's, oops, and my glue is oozing out, so we need to hurry up and get these on. Put a little glue on each side. Okay. And we're going to do all 4 corners. We want this to look nice. I have a lot of things in store and ideas here that I want to go, but we'll see. I do change my mind from time to time, but I guarantee you this is going to be really pretty when we're done. All right, that's 2 down. Let me put them over here so you can see a little bit better, huh? So see, I'm just working just a little bit of glue, not enough to ooze out, and just enough to hold the fabric, grab onto the fabric once we get it in place. And put that down, just like that. And then give it a little hammer. Go. Beautiful. One more. Okay. Squeeze here. Okay. And let's grab a piece of scrap paper and clean that off. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Very, very nice. And then I thought we would go ahead and do, I'm going to put these on, but I'm going to come back to that. I want to get my tie, my closure in place first. Okay. And for that, I'm going to use crocodile, and some eyelets. So I just want to measure, and I went back and forth, like I said, how I want to do a closure. And I found this ribbon that I have, and look how pretty that is. Any of those would go nicely. And I'm just still actually torn of which one I want to go with. But I think I'm just going to go with the plain one. And we're just going to do an eyelet, and we're just going to do a wraparound closure on this. So hopefully this will be long enough, which I have not checked yet. Looks like it's going to be, because if we put the eyelet and we wrap around, oh yeah, it's going to be more than long enough. Okay, so we just need to measure the distance to the middle, and this is 9 inches, so we want to go about 4.5, And I'm going to grab my pen, mark 4.5, and I'm just going to put a little pin dot right there, so I know right where I'm going to put that hole. And I'm going to come out from the edge just about let's see what that is. That's almost a 1/2 inch. Okay, and find an eyelet that kind of matches that, and that one works. Okay, and these are the bigger eyelets, so I'm going to use the 3/16 setting because that's the size of the eyelet. And I'm just going to poke a hole. Let me see if I can turn this around so you guys can see it. And 3/16, and come where my hole is, and punch. And there we go. Okay, come over on this side and pull out the, okay. Then we put the eyelet in, and we're going to give it a press down. So then we got to set the eyelet setting here for that size. I think that's it. Check here. Then we're going to move this all the way over here to secure the eyelet. Yep, make sure I got the right size. Okay, and I'm going to have to stand up for this one. Hopefully I got it in a position where you can see it. And then just give it a press till you hear that crunch. And it is secure. There we go. Okay, now I can move that out of the way. And then we've got our eyelet for our closure. And everything matches. Nice and the same color, uniform. Isn't that nice? Okay, so then what I thought is we'd use this ribbon. And we're just going to do a tie. I think I want to go through this way so it lays over the top a little nice. Let me come through this way. And the knot will, see? So we're just going to put a knot right there. We're just going to double knot it. If I can get it. And we could just do it this way, I guess. Yeah. Kind of want to do it looped. Let me see if I can get it through this way. I think I'm going to like the way that knot is going to lay better if I do it this way. I don't know, it may not even make a difference, but give that a good pull. And there we go. It's not bad, huh? Very nice. Secure it nice and tight. And I'm going to trim this one down close to the knot. And there we go. And we've got our closure. And it's going to wrap around just like that. And we're going to put something at the end once I decide how long I want that to be. Okay, next, let's move along to our book plate. Our Bee Journal book plate. And we're going to put that right there. So that's why I want to just make sure I get it in position above the tie. And before I do that, I've brought out my Tim Holtz Distress Ink, and it's Vintage Photo. And I just want to go around those edges. Bring a little color, a little vintage color to the, see what nice difference that makes. Bring in a little bit more further, I think. Isn't that nice? There we go. Very nice. And that's going to go right there. Okay. So we can put that off to the side for the moment. And then I want to put 2 book plate covers, bookends. Fold it. Squeeze it in just a bit. Thought it would be nice if I put one on alternate corners there. And that's why I needed the thickness, because so it would grab a hold. Isn't that nice? Yes. Okay, so we need some more E6000. See if I can bring it a little bit more out without making too much of a mess. Okay. We're going to do the same thing as we did for the corners of the journal. We're going to just put a little bit of glue inside. To secure that and hold it down so it doesn't go anywhere. Oh yeah, how nice is that? Look at that, how lovely. So like I said, I'm really trying to grow my channel, guys. That's why I'm doing this project with you guys. So as you guys are watching, if you would help out in any way, I would greatly appreciate it. Tell your other crafty friends that what giveaway I've got going on my channel. It would be very helpful, and the sooner we get to 100, the sooner I can pick a winner and get this to the chosen winner. Like I said, I don't know how long this is going to take to get this done, but if we get to 100 sooner, then I will have to get this done that much sooner. So that will be good, you know? That would be good. Okay, so now I'm just going to take the hammer and I'm just going to tap it in a little bit, just like we did on the, it's not quite dry. E6000 works really good. Okay. Sure that's tucked in there nice and snugly. Okay, there we go. And then I think I'm going to use some E6000 to put this down as well. And once we get it into place, I'm not going to be able to mess with the journal for a bit. So till it dries. So I wonder if we should do our signatures first. Well, we're already at almost 20 minutes, so I think we're safe to wait till tomorrow to put the signatures in. So I'm going to put some E6000 really heavily right at those metal corners, and then I'm just going to bring it in, go around, and I think that's plenty. So there we go. And I'm just going to line this up on my mat so I can get that nice and straight and centered right about there. And we're going to hold that down. As a matter of fact, I'm going to open that up and give it a good solid press. As a matter of fact, while we are talking about the signature pages, I am going to put it off to the side and set something heavy on there. And we'll come back to that. Okay, we're going to give that time to catch. Okay, so let's talk about our signatures, guys. I've got the papers that I've chosen. Again, we are going to do a bee theme. So I'll walk you through what I did and what I chose. I just did a piece of graph paper. I chose a piece of book page from a plant book that I have. It has some really pretty images on there. It's one of my favorite books. And then the other side just talks about different things, but we'll do some decorating on that. Okay. Then I chose 2 pieces of coffee dyed paper. After that, we're doing 1 music note page. And then after that, we are doing a page from a bird book that I like, and I just love hummingbirds, so I saw that and it caught my attention, so I chose this one. And I didn't have to cut it down at all. It was actually perfect size. Actually, I haven't cut any of these pages down. And then I went 2 more pieces of coffee dyed paper, and then on the inside I'm going to do an envelope on one side, and it's going to be just regular old book page on the other side, and it's going to get secured down in the middle. And last but not least, I chose a green piece of doily, and that's going to be the center point, just like that. Okay, and then I did the same on the other. The only thing I did differently was I chose to fold the graph paper reverse. So on this one, graph paper is on this side and the blank is on the inside. So I just reversed it. So the graph side is on the inside. And then I reversed the two book pages. I did the music sheet page on first, followed by two pieces of coffee dyed paper. Then I did the plant page, and then I did another bird page. And isn't this beautiful? Look at that. Look at that eagle. Oh my gosh. It's absolutely stunning. And this is not considered vintage, I guess you would say, but it's close to it. It's from a book that I have from 1978. So we're looking at what? 20, 40, almost 43 years. So I think it's not considered vintage per se until 50, but it's pretty darn close. And it's still in excellent condition, but I saw that and I was like, that's going in there. So I chose the eagle for this one and the hummingbird for that one. Okay, followed by two more pieces of coffee dyed paper. And then I got another envelope, and that's going to have on one side the envelope, and then on the other side we're going to have some book page. And last but not least, we are going to put in a pretty green doily. Okay, now before I do that, I thought, I don't know how much time. Let's see, we've got about 9 minutes. We may be able to get it done. We may not. But we'll get started. And where I stop, we will continue. My thought is on this here, what we would do is on this side we'll have an envelope, and we'll cover that up, and I'm going to cut a slit in that, and we'll put like a nice big journaling card or like a little notebook or something in there. I'm not sure what we'll do there yet. But on this side, it's going to be a book page. Okay, so I've had a choice where I could glue the book page to this side, and then we have that we'd have to collage, or do it this way, and we'd still have to collage that side. So what I decided to do was to also give it extra strength. We're going to use two pieces of book page, okay? And I'm going to put one on either side of this just to cover that envelope flat, and then we'll decorate that accordingly. I love working with book page. So, and this is an old book. It's from a Reader's Digest. So I thought we would do that. And I'm just getting it in place, and we are just going to secure that down. And for that, we are going to just use some double stick tape, and we're going to get that down. Actually, what I could do is let me just line this up first, and then we'll get that in place. Oh, come on. Turned on me. Here's the thing, you gotta get these pages down just perfect. There we go. Okay, now that I've got it down, now I can come back through, and we are going to collage these. I need to change my tape runner. So we'll get this first one on, and then I think that's going to be all we have time for today. But so you can get an idea of okay, so now I'm just going to run double stick tape all the way down this. Oh, I think I went too far. and I did. So we're gonna have to cut a little bit of this off, which isn't a problem. We just need enough so it will grab hold. Okay, so let's put that in place where we want it to sit. And that's it. And run some tape. A whole bunch of tape, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And bring it right to the edge. Okay. Then come back and do the other side. Okay, here we go. And just rub off the little bits of what I call tape goobers. And there we go. And that's what we've got for this one. So it will sit in there like that and like that. So on one side we've got book page, and the other side we're going to decorate, and we're going to have a pocket there. Okay, so we're going to do the same with the other one, and then that's going to be it for today. So pull those pieces out, and I'm going to do the same thing. And make sure I get right up to the edge there. Stop about halfway so we can get the envelope flap in there. See where we want that to live, right about, get it even. Okay, and then we can put that down. Right up to the edge. There we go. Okay, I'm going to flip that over and do this side. Make sure we get right up to the edge. Okay. Get the goobers off. Give it a good press. Make sure I don't have a problem with tape, but I always just like to run my fingers around, make sure I don't have any little goobers sticking out anywhere. Make sure we've got it good and secure, and we do, looks like it. And if I need to go back through with a little bit of glue, we can do that. But it looks good. Okay. Put that back in there. And that's going to be that page, followed by that journal. Okay, so that's going to be it for today. Let's check on this. And that's just going to sit overnight until I come back tomorrow and we continue. I'm not going to mess with that at all. I'm going to give that a good day to really have time to secure itself. Okay? But that's what we've got done for so far. We've got our corners on, all four ends. Got that. We've got our closure with a really pretty piece of, and I'm not going to tie the knot on there until I decide how long I want that. We've got our papers chosen for our two journals. And oh, let me give you a little, let you guys get a little peek. They are going to fit perfectly in there. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Look at that. Isn't that nice? That is going to be one nice journal, guys. One nice journal. One lucky winner. So please share my video, talk about it, tell them to come over and subscribe and like and comment below. Okay? So thank you so much, guys. That is it for part 2. I will see you tomorrow with part 3. We will get these signatures in and we will start decorating. Thank you so very much. God bless. Bye-bye.